Good morning, Charles Merkel here for day 114 of 3-minute 10 breath total body warm up. This morning I'm thinking about desires. So I'm getting a chance to observe and experience nature in all of its beauty and all of its glory, and watching all of these little, I don't know what the technical term would be, little creeks or streams or tributaries or all these little mountain streams coming together and joining into bigger ones, and then ultimately into really, really big ones that flow with impact, that flow with purpose. I'm thinking that's what our life is supposed to reflect. I'll share with you a story. A story for a contrast. I remember early on in my Air Force time, and my time in the military, I was in the Honor Guard and enjoyed doing it. Being able, as a young airman, to both the living with big accomplishments as well as the dead, and to honor the life that they serve and to provide some comfort, some peace, some recognition to those left behind. But this story is about desires. There was one incident. We didn't have a trained bugler at the time. So we had this big boombox stereo, the kind we used to have, where it runs on half a dozen D batteries and had a built-in cassette player, a built-in CD player, with big speakers on the sides. It was a big old monster thing. And that's what we used to play tap. Because at the funerals, we would play taps, and before we do our 21-gun salute. But there was one time I checked the equipment, the batteries were low, and so I was told to go change the batteries, put in some fresh ones. We're going to throw out the old ones. But I had multiple desires, and I wasn't even aware of it at the time. Prior to going into the service, I was in high school. What did we call it? There was a group I was part of, and it was an environmental awareness group, and I was very active. There was a lot of things I did not do consistently in high school. Certainly did not do well. But I was consistently active in this environmental group and had very, very high environmental awareness. It was the embrace the cause, save the planet type mindset. We'll talk later where I'm at now. But at the time, it was a cause. It was something that gave me purpose. Well, those desires, those feelings were still very much present in me. And I made the decision, in fact, I changed the batteries of the stereo. And then later on, and then backtracked. Because I couldn't imagine that these batteries that still have some life in them be put into the landfill and contribute to our landfills opening up. Because at the time I was told, I think our state had 10 to 15 years. It's one of the things I was taught, that we were 10 to 15 years before our landfills are fully filled up and there's no more space and we're just going to fill up with trash. That was the picture I had in my mind. So that was one of the things I was taught, that our landfills were going to be full. So I put the old batteries back in. I put the old batteries back in. Well, when it came time to play, there wasn't enough batteries, there wasn't enough juice in the batteries to play the CD player. Now, thankfully, my higher up had the wherewithal to, I panicked because it was too late at that point, because we were already in the ceremony, to go run back and get the fresh batteries. I realized I made a mistake. But my higher up had the wherewithal, he just had a problem to solve, and had me leave, but he found a way that we had a backup cassette tape, and there was just enough juice to play the cassette. Now, he talked with me afterwards. I thought I told him to change the batteries. But the thing is, I wanted to do a good job that day. I really did. I wasn't trying to undermine anything. But I had conflicting desires. And it just so happened at that time, a conflicting desire won out on my present desire. To save the planet, to not fill up the landfills. Won out on my desire to, and plus thinking that there was enough juice. We could do this. We could get some more out of these batteries. Won out on being prepared for my current job, my current position, my current responsibility, which was do a flawless ceremony for this family. Because we were at a funeral. And they deserved every ounce of respect that we could muster as a group, as the honor guard, to honor their loved one who had passed away, and to honor and recognize their service. Conflicting desires. So at that time, I was not this incredible witness of nature that I saw, the running streams for a mighty river. It was desires going in every different direction and conflicting, and imagine just how much power we can muster if we can get our desires flowing in the same direction. Think on that for a moment. And if you took some time to inventory your current desires before you make a decision, think about, this is partly why decision making can, for some people, is so damn hard. Because all of these different desires, and they come from different places. come from so many different places, both in our current present as well as deep, deep, deep in our past. And things we intentionally studied to conversations we just casually heard. There's so much potential if we can get our desires flowing in a direction of our choosing. Our choosing. And that is a big, big motivation, a big, big purpose, a big, big intention of what I'm working on now. So I haven't mentioned in a few days, but my book is ready. And that is a big part of the book. Because it's, the title and the title's about self-confidence. But a big part of it, woven throughout, is about clarity. Clarity, and part of clarity is getting our desires in order, in line, flowing together in a direction of our choosing. That's when you amass incredible, not just potential, but that potential becomes power. Potential power. You're great with that. Because you're not fighting with yourself anymore. You're not wrestling with it. I want that for you. I want that for me at a greater degree. So for my book, go to clarityclub.com. I'm sorry. Confident Club. ConfidenceClarity.club. Go there where you can get a free digital version of my new book. Alright? That's it. Let's get started with today's exercise. I'm going to go enjoy some more nature. Let's start. Okay, that share took a while. I'm not going to run through a tutorial of the exercise. Visit the website in the ticker, 7minutemorning.com. And otherwise, do your best to follow along. Yeah, 7minutemorning.com, you'll get the full training, video training on how to do this exercise, top to bottom. 3 minutes, and we'll warm up the entire building, the entire body, and be ready for our day. All right? And feet situated. And begin. warmed up, ready to go. Enjoy another beautiful day. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, be blessed. Get those desires under control and flowing in a direction of choosing. That's how you amass immense personal power. And when you couple that power with others who have done the same of flowing in a direction of their choosing, and you pair yourself up with people who are going in the same direction, that is when incredible things happen. Incredible things happen. Because much of what's going on is are manipulated and hijacked by people with other purposes. People with other intents to get us flowing in a certain direction. Much of that is done through the media. Much of it is. I'm not here to convince you to go in any certain direction. I'm here to help you free yourself so you can go in a direction of your choosing. Something that's in alignment with your core beliefs. That's what I want for you. Thinking clearly, acting with intent, getting those desires under control, your control. That's what I want for you. Today and every day moving forward. So you can go out and be the best you can be. I think doing that together. Oh, I like that picture. I like that picture. All right, go out, be tomorrow. Bye.